What's up, y'all? My name is Devontae, and I sacrifice my time so you don't have to. Before I get into Smackdown, let me read you this article because there's a lot of people who are asking me my opinions in regards to the whole John Laurinaitis and his lawyers and all that stuff. Before I talk about this, check this out real quick. Link is down in the description box below, and also timestamps if you want to get directly into the Smackdown review. TKO reportedly had been aware of Vince McMahon's misdeeds since the merger last year, and this is according to Sean Ross Sapp of Fightful. He says, and I quote, "It is believed that TKO became very aware of the mess on their hands after the merger, and one source believes they would have handled the rollout much differently had they been aware something like this was imminent. However, they were very aware as of last week when Vince McMahon was present at the New York Stock Exchange regarding the Netflix deal." End quote. So, not that this is a shocker or anything like that, but TKO knew about the situation in regards to Vince McMahon. Now, notice what I'm saying. Situation. Notice how I'm going to actually approach this. Alleged accusations. I'm not talking about the circumstances that's revolving around this. No. We know the actions of what happened with Vince McMahon. Those text messages were not docked. He clearly did his sick, perverted things. My point, and what I'm going to continue to hang my hat on, because I feel people are just trying to misconstrue and they're trying to correlate these things together. No, you can't. In the end of the day, you can't. Correlation does not equal causation, all right? What happened with Janel and Vince McMahon and the actions that took place these past couple of years prior to all this being outed, they are all manipulative. You want to talk about coercion? People talk about, oh, Vince McMahon coerced this girl into this. That's what we're trying to prove. That's all I want to hear. I don't look at Vince McMahon as a sick fuck in terms of like taking advantage of Janelle or anything like that. I look at him as a sick fuck for the things that he actually did, like the shitting on her head. The whole victimization of Janelle Grant, I will always hang my hat on this, and I'm not going to deter from any of this until I get some proof otherwise. I do not believe her accounts in regards to having him be charged with sex trafficking. And I can't even say charge. Like, she's suing. She's not even charging him with anything. She's suing him. Had she got that money, you wouldn't have known about this situation. And to go right back to what John Laurinaitis and his lawyers are saying, and hell, even what Vince McMahon is saying, I don't believe any of these people. I don't believe Janelle because she's suing and trying to get money, and you idiots keep falling for this manipulative victimization angle that she's trying to bring up, even though the entire time she's never talked about the situation until Vince paid her the money. It's pretty fucking obvious she's manipulating the situation in order to get money out of Vince. And if you want to call her a victim based off of the circumstances regarding her not getting her money, then I'm okay with that. But calling her a victim in any other circumstances in regards to the actions that took place in those hotel rooms or offices or whatever, no, I'm not gonna buy that. I don't believe her, I don't believe Vince, and I don't believe John Laurinaitis. All I believe is the evidence, and that's what I want to see put in front of me. Until then, none of these people get anything in regards to charitability from me, all right? I do not look at Janelle Grant as a victim, and you cannot make me believe that she's a victim outside of not getting her money, which, by the way, let me reiterate myself one more time. Had she been paid that money, you wouldn't have known about this situation. Does that not scream at the very least manipulation to you? Does it not scream that she's not charging him with anything, but she's suing him? Does it not scream at the very least that you only get one side in regards to the text messages from her? Again, no one is questioning the things that Vince McMahon did to her. What I'm questioning is whether or not any of these circumstances, because here's the thing, in the end of the day, you can't dispute the fact that she did not negotiate any of these things that put her into the position. She made money from this ordeal, and she's trying to make more money out of this when it's all said and done. What I want to know is, in any of these circumstances that happened these prior years or whatever, during these situations, was there a time, even if it was one, I will condemn Vince for this, was there a time where she tried to back out out of this and Vince threatened her, whether it was with physical abuse or losing her job or any of the case. Once we get that, even if it's just one instance, I'm okay with going after Vince as far as the sex trafficking stuff is concerned, because that's all I care about at the end of the day. I do not care about this whole victimization narrative. I don't care about her participating in Vince McMahon's sick ass dreams, because she got paid for it and then she stopped getting paid and now she's trying to sue so she can get more money out of it. It's all manipulation. That's the only coercion that I see at the moment. Until I get any other evidence, I'm tired of hearing this shit. Once I hear the settlement, after this is all said and done, once I hear the conclusion to all this, that's the only thing I care about, and that's the only time I want to talk about this again. With that being said, unless some type of mind-blowing bullshit bomb hits, I'm done talking about this situation. She's not a victim. Vince ain't a victim. John Laurinaitis is not a victim. You guys, for the most part, are the victims, but you're idiots at the same time because you keep falling for all these bullshit narratives when in reality, nobody's a victim. With that being said, let's get into the Smackdown review. I'm tired of talking about this shit, man. God damn, they got a deep-ass tag team division. Man, just for Smackdown alone, they're going to do a Fatal 4-Way qualifier, if you will. I don't know if that's entails a number one contender shot, or if that's just their way of having a random Fatal 4-Way match on SmackDown and pretending as if it has some implications for the tag team championships. I mean, if they mean qualifier, is there going to be another Fatal 4-Way tag team match on Raw? And then the two meet each other? Otherwise, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But their tag team division is deep as fuck. You got Angel Garza and Humberto Del Rio. You got LWO. You got Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, and you got Pretty Deadly about to have a Fatal 4-Way match, and that's not even including AOP. That's not even including the Street Profits. And then you got Raw with the tag team champions and the Judgment Day. You got what's his name, the Creed brothers. You got DIY. You got who else? I feel like there's some more tag teams. You got the Alpha Academy. They got a deep ass tag team division. Again, if they want to go out of their way to make the brand split happen just so they can at least have, because they got a pretty deep women's division on both shows. They got a pretty deep tag team championship division on both shows. Their mid-card division is stacked. Their world championship is stacked. If they really wanted to have a brand split, I can't stress this enough, I was always opposed to it for like the better part of like a decade now. But if there was ever a time to do it, it is right now. God damn. And that's not even including the fact that they're going to have some people coming up from NXT from time to time. Now, we did have this little opener with Logan Paul, and he was pretty much bragging about his United States Championship win at the Royal Rumble with Kevin Owens, which brought him out, obviously. They started to bicker back and forth. Nothing that was really out of the ordinary, just, them talking shit to each other. And eventually, Logan Paul went on the commentator booth to be a guest commentator for Kevin Owens' next match, which is like for the upteeth time, him taking on some combination of Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. This time is Austin Theory, though. The two had what you would assume to be a really, really good match. I mean, nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, it was just like a stereotypical Kevin Owens, Austin Theory, Kevin Owens, Grayson Waller match. I mean, nothing, again, out of the ordinary. I will say there was one little cool spot. I mean, Austin Theory does it a lot with like the running brainbuster or the running, what goes with the blockbuster, the running blockbuster, and he got so much elevation on it that it kind of looked like Kevin Owens suplexed him in midair, but in reality, he actually did do the blockbuster. The finish essentially came when Logan Paul, because the referee was distracted by Grayson Waller, he slid some brass knuckles in the ring, and he tried to give it to Austin Theory, and Kevin Owens took it out of his hand. He punched Grayson Waller in the face, then he turned around and hit Austin Theory in the face, and this time he shoved the brass knuckles back in his trunks, or his gym pants, I guess, because it's Kevin Owens, and he ended up getting the win off of that. Afterwards, he chased Logan Paul into the crowd, and him essentially out of the arena. To go into another segment with them celebrating Naomi's return at the Royal Rumble, and her coming out of Nick Aldis' office with a new contract, and all the girls are celebrating. It's Shotzi Blackheart, it's Mia Yim, it's Bianca Belair, and following out with Naomi was Tiffany Stratton, NXT's Tiffany Stratton, or dare I say now, SmackDown's new acquisition. She signed a contract also, and she was kind of peeved that none of the girls were celebrating for her like they were celebrating for Naomi. And then she stepped up to Bianca Belair's face, and she essentially was like, you know what? That's cool, because in the end of the day, if I have to make a name for myself, I guess the best thing to do is to step up to the baddest. And then she just bitch slaps the shit out of Mia Yim and takes off running. And then all the girls were like, girl. girl, taking off my earrings. Actually, Mia Yim actually did take off her earrings. Because you always need that reminder that she's not only Korean, she's also black. You always have to remind us that Mia Yim is black. Mia Yim has to remind you that she's a black woman. She's a white color. And I'm assuming they're going to probably have a match with them later on tonight. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Google it. Who knows? And right now, we're about to have this Fatal 4-Way match again, as I said, with these tag team qualifying implications between Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate and all these guys. And hang on, Bianca Belair's talking right now. Great promo segment. I like that. Or I guess it'd be called technically, I guess it'd just be a vignette, I guess, technically speaking. That was great from the Legado del Fantasma group. That was awesome. I like the whole little setup, like kind of like, like a 1940s-esque type of mafia thing that was going on. That was actually pretty cool. Again, I wish AEW would do more stuff like that. But, SmackDown's, again, just what can I say? More greatness from SmackDown. That was really good. But I also like the little segment backstage where you have Bianca Belair and she's talking to Nick Aldis about the title situation. They're trying to still make us believe that Bayley's actually going to go after Rhea Ripley. Sure. Wink, wink, right? But while she's discussing this, Logan Paul comes up and he's like, hey, look, I need a challenger for my championship belt. They're calling me a part-timer, this, that, and the third. And Bianca Belair's like, boy, who you think you butting in? I'm a top talent and you need to respect me, boy. And Logan Paul's like, yeah, I do respect you. Great job on the video game. Love your husband. Your excuse. And she's like, rude? And Logan Paul's like, some professionalism here, okay? Nick, are you gonna do anything about this? I'm a top talent, and I don't respect the fact that you're letting this woman get away with talking to your top talent and the man of and he's right. Absolutely right, Bianca Belair, okay? Understand your privilege and sit your bitch ass down somewhere, okay? Come on, learn the hierarchy of how this works, okay? You are down here, and he is up there. Why? I'll let you. No race implications, fucking woke people. I mean, because he's a man. Suck my dick, bitch. All right, with that being said, we have the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match going on right now. Let's get back to that, and we'll come back after this brief message. Also, suck my dick. Okay, I get in the end of the day, it's WWE's own product. So technically it's not copying because you can't copy yourself. But god damn, at least have a little bit of shame. Don't just outright fucking rip off the Batista Triple H angle. I get it. Take some influences from your old angles, but don't just retread it, okay? Just don't flat out rip it off. So, like, we're getting ready to have the Bayley segment in a little bit, but beforehand, before I talk about this, you had the match with the Legado del Fantasma guys, the LWO, and Pretty Deadly, and Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. And I guess I was right. Maybe it was an announcement earlier on. I promise you I had no clue this was the match as far as what they were going to do. I guess this is a qualifier in the sense that Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate, they now just won the match with a double Tiger Driver. Looked pretty cool too. It was a really cool move, but it was really flat. Not only just the audience, but the new commentary team, which I didn't mention earlier on, Wade Barrett and Corey Graves, which is kind of weird because they're both heel commentators and no one's really playing the straight man, and it's kind of like weird. I never really seen a commentator booth before with two heels, so that's kind of unique. I mean, it kind of feels... Again, it's just weird because it's like Corey's not really doing play-by-play like you would assume he'd do because he's the more experienced announcer. It kind of feels like they're both doing color commentator. Again, it's really, really weird. You know what? Technically speaking, I know Gorilla Monsoon was supposed to be the play-by-play guy, but I mean, because it's not as if he was like a Michael Cole or a Mike Tenay or anything like that. You know, it kind of was just like two color commentators whenever it was a Gorilla Monsoon and a Bobby Heenan, technically. Like, I know Gorilla's position was supposed to be play-by-play, but essentially they both were color commentators, right? For the most part. So it's not as if we ever seen this dynamic before. Just the first time I ever seen two heel commentators. Again, it's unique. I like to see how it goes in the future because it's not as if Wade Barrett's a bad commentator. And Corey Graves, he could be good when he wants to. But yeah, after this tag team match, apparently it's going to be a qualifier. We're going to have another Fatal 4-Way tag team match on the episode of Raw, and the winner of that match, the way they didn't really word it correctly. I don't know if it's like the winner of that Fatal 4-Way match is gonna fight Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate at the Elimination Chamber, or if they're going to face each other and then face off against Judgment Day at the Elimination Chamber. It's kind of confusing, but it was a pretty good match. But going back to what I was saying about the whole Evolution angle, I mean, you had Damage Control backstage. It was Io Shirai, it was Asuka, it was Kairi Sane, and they were kind of like, you know, making fun of the fact, because they kind of just recap what happened on Raw with Bayley and Nia Jax and Rhea Ripley. And you have the rest of Damage Control. They're like laughing amongst each other, and they're like picking on Bayley. And Bayley's like somewhere like in a bathroom or something, and she can overhear them. And it's like, one, you guys are fucking idiots, because it's like, weren't you guys all entering the arena together? Like, did you not think that she couldn't hear you in the background? I mean, did you think she was going? This was Batista and Flair and Triple H. Flair and Triple H had no clue Batista was around. Batista had to like overhear it. Like, he was in the hallway and he had to overhear Triple H and Flair talking shit about him inside of the locker room. You know, there were kind of things put in place, like JBL faking, like them trying to frame JBL for trying to run over Batista with his limousine, shit like that. With Bayley, it was like they just made the Damage Control girls look like complete dumbasses, right? But again, it is what it is. I can't wait to see how this is going to play out in the end of the day. We know Bayley's going to pick Io Shirai, but let's get to that part first, because right now Smackdown just came back on, and looks like we're about to run that angle right about now. At least I think it is. I don't know. They're outside the arena, so I don't know. We'll see how this goes. But yeah, retarded angle. I like how it played out for the most part, but still, retarded setup. And yeah, don't rip off your own storylines and make them extra retarded. Don't do that. That was absolutely fantastic. That was fantastic. That entire promo was fucking that entire segment was just, you forget sometimes how good of a babyface and how effective of a babyface Bayley actually is, because she's been a heel for so long, and she's been a pretty damn good heel. People forget how she, you know, how her run during 2020 with Sasha Banks. Bayley can be one hell of a heel when she wants to be. Yeah, she could play the annoying heel. She could be the irritating heel, yes. But you forget. It's almost like Sami Zayn to a certain degree, because he's a little bit underrated in that criteria also, and Daniel Bryan for that matter. But for the women, you forget how effective Bayley is as a babyface. You forget her run in NXT back in 2014 and 2015. I won't so much say her main roster run, because I don't think her babyface run was all that good. You know, 2016, 2017, the whole John Cena type of push that she was getting to a certain degree. Not in the sense of her winning on the matches, but in the sense of just being very cheesy. And then you see segments like this, and it just reminds you how good of a fucking babyface, how good of a character Bayley is. And honestly, this is what I've been trying to say for the longest, bro. She is not only the most underrated women's wrestler today, although now you can't really call her underrated because she's going to WrestleMania, but underrated in the sense when you look at the four horsewomen, because Charlotte is always put on a pedestal. Becky Lynch is always the crowd favorite. Mercedes is always considered the best of the bunch because of her charisma. People always put Bayley on the back burner. People never really credit Bayley for being one of the only women in the company to literally accomplish everything there is to accomplish in the WWE when pertaining to the women. Every single accolade that there is to accomplish today, with the exception of probably main eventing a WrestleMania, Bayley has done. And to see her cut this impassionate promo, you can hear her voice, how she's getting emotional and crying to us. She wasn't crying in terms of tears coming down her face, but crying in the sense of like how emotional she was getting, because you can tell that all this stuff, because you always have to take into account that Bayley, she always puts everybody in front of her. You know, she always, hang on, actually they're coming back. I want to talk about this a little bit more, but hang on for a second. All right, sorry, they were just recapping what happened on the previous segment that I'm about to talk about right now. So back to what I was saying about Bayley in regards to her being a foundation in this women's division, constantly putting people ahead of her, and you could probably easily tell that's what was going on backstage also. I heard some of you guys talking during the poll, and I agree with the majority of all of you. When you look at all the girls within the four horsewomen, you can clearly tell, maybe Becky Lynch a little bit also, but more so Bayley was the one who was the least arrogant, the one who was the most humble, and it just feels good. I relate to that so much only because it's like seeing that person at your job who's constantly being the first person to clock in and the last person to clock out, constantly doing above and beyond work, never being noticed, finally getting noticed, finally getting that promotion, finally getting that raise. It just tugged on my heartstrings a little tiny bit, and I am so happy to see Bayley in this position, finally getting her just due, and finally getting a highlight on herself. All the 4 horsewomen, Becky, Sasha, Charlotte, they're constantly pounding down your throats. And in the case of Mercedes Moné, so big-headed, so arrogant to think that you're on par with other great superstars, legendary superstars, if you will, to the point that you're willing to turn down contracts because you believe that you deserve that position that you don't fucking deserve. And here's Bayley. Just like every other wrestler, just like every other women's wrestler, busting her ass, night after night, week after week, month after month, year after year, injured, hurt, just like everybody else, but never putting herself above everyone else, even though in reality she can. She's a part of that elite class, just like the rest of the 4 horsewomen, or the 3 horsewomen, I guess. And she didn't do it. So to see the spotlight on her, I'm actually, it sounds weird because it's not like, I don't know Bayley, but there's just like a sense of pride seeing something like this. I'm very, very proud of Bayley, and good on Triple H for actually recognizing Bayley and giving her this opportunity, because she absolutely fucking deserves it. And you never hear me talk about a superstar like this, but goddamn it, you can look at someone, you can clearly tell what they do backstage, how everybody looks at them, and it's just so awesome to see Bayley, someone legitimately, not to sound like a mark, not to sound like, you know, like I'm one of those people who has to be parasocial, but it's nice to see someone like Pam actually get that opportunity. It's fucking awesome to see. And this promo right here, seeing her come out and seeing her cut that impassionate promo, being super emotional, because you could clearly tell in reality she's proud. She got Io Sky was literally a part of NXT. Dakota Kai was fired. Asuka was floundering. And for Bayley to essentially take that group, even when it came at the behest of her own well-being and her own push, and putting them above her, to see all of them come together in this spot, it's just an awesome fucking feeling, I bet, for Bayley. And that probably made her emotional, because she's like, with all the doubters of everybody shitting on Damage Control, and I was a part of that, people. I was a part of that group that shitted on Damage Control. To see them get into this position, it's awesome. It's really awesome to see. And Bayley probably used that as a way to invoke some emotion when she was talking to the rest of the girls, and she was telling them all this stuff about, hey, in the end of the day, we all work to get here, but you guys talk shit behind my back. You guys laugh at me. You think that I'm not good enough. And then she started to speak Japanese to them, letting them know, like, yeah, I understood everything that you guys were saying. And then she got closer to Io while Asuka and Kairi got behind her, essentially saying that you don't believe in me. And then the girls attacked her from behind. But Bayley figured this was going to happen. Bayley figured this was going to be the case. And she had a pipe waiting for them in the stairs. She took out the pipe out of the stairs while they were attacking her, and she fought back. She hit the girls in the guts and all the other kind of stuff. And then she had a standoff with Io. One has a pipe, Bayley. The other has the championship belt, Io. And then she got out of the ring and she made a decision. Rhea Ripley's backstage watching all this, by the way. Bayley, she challenged Io Sky to WrestleMania. We all knew this was going to be the case. And it's just awesome to see. It's a humbling story. It's a really, really feel-good story. And I guess now we're back to Bayley being a babyface, which is her rightful position. Speaking of which, by the way, I see Braun Breaker and Jay Cargill. Hang on. Had to go back a little tiny bit because I missed some of what was going on in that action right there. But okay, that's pretty cool too. This is a very, very news heavy. I don't give a shit about the wrestling tonight. Not as if like the wrestling does matter anyways. This is a very, very news heavy Smackdown tonight. we just got right now the Pride. I guess they're calling this as the Pride, right? Or isn't that the Pride? I think that's what they're calling themselves, the Pride. And they just had a little bit of a brawl with Karrion Kross's group, the Final Testament. I think that's her name. I could be wrong about that. I can't remember. But essentially, B-Fab with a new hairstyle. I really, honestly, I'm not trying to be racist, bro. People are gonna be like, "Oh, Devontae, you're so racist, bro." If you put B-Fab, Sasha Banks in the same spot, I honest to God can't tell them. Like, if you give them the same hairstyle, I swear to God, I can't tell the difference. Just like if you put Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair and you give them the same hairstyle, I can't tell the difference at all. Oh, Devontae, you're so racist to your own kind. No, I'm not. I'm just being honest. I love my black people. Bring that shit in, niggas. Come on, bring that shit in, my niggas. Come on. But nah, apparently now you have B-Fab who's gonna be joining the Pride, and man, it's a bunch of, they really got that whole gang warfare thing going on right now, right? I said about AEW, and the same thing can be said about WWE. Now I will say that their factions are a hell of a lot more established. You know, now we got the Pride and they have a woman. Now we have fucking, what's their name again? The Final Testament. They have a woman with Scarlett. I mean, technically, you could throw in the OC. They have Mia Yim. And then you have fucking Legado de Fantasma. And they have, Elektra Lopez. And the LWO, you got Zelina Vega. Like, goddamn, how many factions do we have? We're going to have a Fatal 4-Way faction warfare? I'm okay with that, by the way. No, I'm not. Don't do that. But newsworthy, you got Braun Breaker backstage. He's like pretending he's gonna sign a contract with Nick Aldis, but then Adam Pearce barges in, and he's like, "Now I want you, Braun Breaker, and before you sign that contract, come look at the Raw contract first." And Braun Breaker, he took off, and then Jade Cargill comes inside and she talks to Nick Aldis, and yeah, it's a very news heavy SmackDown tonight, and it just makes the show go by so fucking fast. It's already 9:22. God damn. And we still got Cody Rhodes having to choose between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. And we still got the debut right now of Tiffany Stratton, who's about to go up against Mia Yim. Really, really fun night of wrestling, bro. This is just so much fun. WrestleMania is upon us, man. WrestleMania is upon us, but good stuff. I love this so much. All this shit is just fantastic. But we're back on for SmackDown right now. And again, can't say it enough. Really, 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 really dug that Bayley segment, and we still got more to go, and we have like barely 30 minutes left. Fuck, man. SmackDown it's the real A show. What can I say, bro? It's the real A show. What can I say, bro? Ooh, we're gonna dedicate a lot of time to this main event segment. I see with Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. It's only 9:33, so that means the promo, if you take away the entrances and everything, the promo's probably gonna start around like 9:40ish, 9:41. And SmackDown kind of goes off the air early sometimes, so I'm saying that this promo is going to probably be a good 15 minutes, at the bare minimum 15 minutes. So I'm ready for this. But really quick before we go into the main event segment, so I don't mind Tiffany Stratton. She's okay. She has a character. That's something. I will say though, and you guys are probably more big fans of NXT than I am, obviously. It's not that I hate NXT. I talked about this plenty of times. If you're new to the channel, if you look at some of my show reviews, you'll notice that you don't see a lot of Raw reviews. You don't see a lot of NXT reviews. It's not because I hate the shows. It's because those 2 days in particular, Monday and Tuesday, and really it used to be Fridays. My Fridays have gotten so much easier as of late. But Mondays and Tuesdays, there's nothing I can do about that. Monday is my truck day, and Tuesday is the day I usually finish off my truck. So I literally and Wednesday I have to get up early in the morning. So Tuesdays, it's just, Mondays and Tuesdays are just a done. Oh my God, look at that big fucking roach. Holy shit. I'm gonna sweep that up in a minute. My house is clean, I promise you. I live in Florida though, okay? We have a lot of fucking palmetto bugs. But no, that motherfucker's still alive. What the fuck? Alright, sorry about that. Like I was saying though, Tiffany Stratton, she's a good wrestler. But what the hell's with NXT and these convoluted fucking finishers they always have? You have Grayson Waller, he just left NXT not too long ago, and he's doing like that little fucking in the ring stunner that's just super convoluted. I seen this chick, you guys could probably drop her name down in the comment section. I think she's actually injured right now, I'm not sure. But I seen her have this match on NXT, and her finisher, it's the most and again, I don't know what the fuck's with these convoluted finishers. She does she'll run to the ropes and then she'll inside out herself and do a cutter. So she'll run to the ropes, she'll inside out herself and do a RKO. It's like, why? I mean, it looks great. The Grayson Waller finisher, it looks great. It's just one of those things where you have to ask yourself, like, you could have just hit a stunner, or you could have just hit the cutter. But and Tiffany Stratton, the same thing, you know. I mean, like when Christopher Daniels did the best moonsault ever, it was just like, you know, you jump on the ropes, boom, hit it. Like you jump in the middle ropes, jump on the you know, it added a little bit more momentum. But this right here, the little triple moonsault, it looks cool, but it's just like, I mean, you could just do a regular moonsault and you probably get the same effect, but it's fine. I don't mind Tiffany Stratton. She has a character. She's good. I like her a lot. Hey, that's how you usually do that vape shit? I had no clue you can actually let the airflow that way. Wait, what the fuck am I doing right now? All right, that's enough talking about Tiffany Stratton. I like her. I wasted all my time killing roaches and trying to figure out my vape. Hey, actually, hang on. Let me let you guys know what's happening next week. So next week we have, let's see, the winner faces the... Okay, so yeah, I guess that is going to be the case. So they have the... Okay, so yeah, it's going to be Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate versus the winner of the Fatal 4-Way match. And they're going to have that match on SmackDown, and the winners are going to take on the Judgment Day at Elimination Chamber. Nick Aldis announces Logan Paul's next challenger. That should be unique. I would think it'd be Kevin Owens, but again, we'll see where we're going to go with this. I mean, and it might end up being, what's his name? You never know. They might. No, they're probably not going to go directly in LA Knight already. Is that pretty much it? No? Yeah, okay, that's pretty much it for the announcements. All right, folks, with that being said and done, let's get directly into the main event segment tonight. They promo Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, and Seth motherfucking Rollins. Lego. Cody. Oh my God, they made Cody look like such a bitch. Oh my God. Yo, all y'all people out there, my story. The Rock said, fuck your story, Nick. I gotta pause. Oh, wait. Okay, the show just went off the air right now. Okay, the copyright strike just came on like not even 30 seconds ago. I'm recording this like 3 minutes later. I'm still laughing. Okay, I had to compose myself. I'm good. Bruh, as soon as The Rock came out, I just bust out laughing. Bro, this nigga Cody Rhodes said, not for WrestleMania though. He said, not for WrestleMania. I don't want a title shot for WrestleMania because there's a bigger star who wants a title shot at WrestleMania. Bruh. Oh, Lord. Oh, my goodness. Bruh, my head hurts. Bro, where y'all Cody fanboys at now, bruh? Where y'all... Can we get the Mastori fans out of here real quick? Oh, my story. Cody Rhodes came out. Oh, bro, first Roman came out, and he cuts a long-winded promo. I thought they were going to take 15 minutes to do this promo. Nope. WWE's like, nah, we need to milk this shit. We got about 20 more minutes to go, and god damn it all, we're going to get all money's worth. Cut the commercial. They come back, and Cody Rhodes is in the ring. Bruh, this man, because of course, if Cody's not the only one getting buried, I didn't even talk about this earlier on, bro. Everybody's just burying each other left and right. What the fuck is going on? You had Seth Rollins in the vignette that they were promoting, And you have WWE. I thought, Seth was just cutting that promo off the top of the dome when he was burying Hulk Hogan last Monday. Nah, WWE's like, nah, we agree with Seth. Fuck Ultimate Warrior. Fuck Sid Vicious. Fuck Hulk Hogan. Bruh. They're like burying their fucking legends in comparison to other legends. And mind you, most of these legends that they're comparing to don't even work for the company or never was really synonymous with the WWE. They're like comparing Ric Flair and Terry Funk and Dusty Rhodes. Guys who are not synonymous with WWE. They're synonymous with WCW. And they're burying their biggest superstars like Hulk Hogan, like Psycho Sid, like Ultimate Warrior. In the face of this, I'm like, what are you guys doing? And then Cody gets in the ring. And bruh, before he even gets in the ring, Roman did say some shit that was kind of notable. We got some Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart type of vibes going on right here. Roman Reigns is like, you know what, Seth? All that shit you talking about being the top champion, tell me why you have to work for your money, but I get to work days for my money. Cody, you want Seth money or you want my money? The one who makes 10 times as much money as Seth. I'm like, oh shit, bro. We going full Shawn Michaels, Bret Hart 97. Oh no. We gonna get Seth and Roman fighting backstage now? Oh no. But Cody comes out and he's like, nah. Now I'm gonna further bury Seth Rollins. Bro, what the fuck is this promo, my nigga? Bro, Cody's like, Roman, Seth got one thing wrong. That title right there is not the Hollywood Championship belt. It's the title. I bet Seth's backstage right now. Bro, Seth's backstage. He's going Trey, full Trey, just punching the air. Motherfuckers always burying my title. I fucking injured my knee for this motherfucking title. Y'all gonna bury my motherfucking back. Goddamn motherfuckers. Bruh, and then Cody Rhodes is trying to prep up Roman Reigns. I'm thinking to myself, okay, get to the point. Okay, you want to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. Nah. Cody said, Roman, my darling, my dear Roman Reigns, I can face you for that championship belt at WrestleMania, but I'm not. Why? And then The Rock's music hits, and I'm just like, bruh. I actually felt kind of bad for Cody Rhodes. This motherfucker had a whole fucking campaign talking about him being the guy. And I'm just thinking to myself, bruh, they're really gonna do Roman and Rock? Okay, so like, are you gonna do Cody and Roman at the Elimination Chamber? Like, is that what's gonna happen? Is Roman gonna lose the belt to Cody Rhodes at the Elimination Chamber? Is Cody gonna face Seth Rollins at WrestleMania? What the fuck is going on, bro? I don't know. One thing I do know is that Cody ain't facing Roman at WrestleMania. What the fuck bruh. This shit is so convoluted. It's so insane. It's clear as day they're going to do Roman and Rock at WrestleMania. That's clear as day. The question is it going to be for the championship belt? But then that comes right back to, is Roman going to drop the belt to Cody at the Elimination Chamber? Because what a way to end your 4-year reign, damn near, at a B fucking pay-per-view, right? But it's like, it doesn't really make sense to have the championship belt on the line against The Rock. That's way too fucking obvious. So there's just a no-win situation out of this. Either Cody's gonna end the reign of one of the longest, this is the longest reign in damn near 40 years at a fucking B show, completely burying him, because is that how you wanted your story to end? The fairy tale lane of Cody Rhodes getting his revenge for what happened at WrestleMania at a fucking B pay-per-view. Or is Cody really going to pick Seth Rollins to wrestle at WrestleMania? Because he hasn't really confirmed that yet. Is it going to be Seth Rollins at WrestleMania? Or, like, because, again, either he's facing Roman at the Elimination Chamber, essentially burying and confirming everything about Seth being the secondary champion after Seth did so much to bury all the other legends and Roman Reigns in the process to build up the championship belt. Or are we going to go to WrestleMania and Cody's going to downgrade himself to fight against the belt that he buried already with Rock going against Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship, which obviously Roman's going to retain, meaning Roman's going to probably go on for another fucking year as a world champion. There is just a no, all of this is just horrendous. There is a no-win situation. Mind you, I'm hyped as fuck because I just love going I told you so to a lot of people, but there is a part of me, honest to God, all jokes aside, this shit was fucking hilarious. Just watching Cody legitimately, essentially, I don't know, like, the company burying him burying the championship belt, Seth burying Roman Reigns, Rock burying everybody in sight, like, everybody just burying each other, left and right. No one is coming out of this with a W. Everybody looks like a fucking idiot, besides The Rock, probably. Well, really him too, because he's gonna lose the Roman Reigns when it's all said and done. This is just a no-win situation for everybody. Who thought this promo was a good idea? I want to know who in the fuck thought this promo was a good idea. Now, granted, for me, it's entertaining as fuck. I fucking love this shit. I live for this shit. This is content for me. And not to mention, in the end of the day, this whole SmackDown episode was newsworthy as fuck. This is gonna go down as one of the most newsworthy SmackDowns so far this year. Not that that's saying much because going into WrestleMania. But god damn, bro, what a way to bury everybody in fucking sight without even realizing what the fuck you're doing. Holy shit, who the fuck put this segment together? Who the fuck put the Monday Night Raw stuff together? You guys should have probably thought this out a little bit more thoroughly. I understand you probably did this because CM Punk went down with his injury and you had to make up for a bunch of shit, but goddamn, this was not the way to fucking do it, bruh. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. To all the people who said Cody needs to, he need to finna hit the way. He need to finna hit the way. I feel bad, bro. I'm never gonna say I told you so, my nigga. I feel bad, bro. I'm gonna just let y'all ride out. I'm gonna just let y'all boys ride out, man. As always, my name is Devontae, and I'll be catching y'all later, man. I really feel bad for y'all, bro. I really feel bad. Y'all really thought Cody was gonna Matoe. Deuces. P.I.S.